when I look at this part of the world, I see a region which is much better placed to withstand the kind of global economic shocks that I think may be coming over the next year or so than many of its emerging market peers. I'm still a Dubai bull because Dubai creates value. Dubai makes things. It makes services, and those services are frequently world-class as well as being region leading, whether it's transport, it's logistics, it's the retail and hotel offerings that you have. The quality of that economic proposition will eventually start to generate growth again, and the story will turn. I think a Saudi economy which is stable, which is growing quickly, and will create the kind of demand for the services which Dubai excels in producing. When I look at Egypt, what I see is a government which has made enormously difficult policy choices over the last 2 or 3 years. It took huge courage to deliver on that change, but the government did, and I think this is the point where they start to yield the fruits of that change. Sub-Saharan Africa, we're fans of. You know, it's where we see a large portion of that emerging market growth story that I tried to show you, coming from trend growth rates at 6 and 7%, driven by the potential for rapid catch-up is clear. The demographics work in Sub-Saharan Africa's favor. In terms of China, absolutely. I mean, the future belongs to China. You know, the global growth is running at around 3% at present. 1 percentage point of that 3% comes directly from China. China generates more additional GDP than the US, Europe, and Japan combined. You are already living in the Chinese era, and I think the UAE is smart enough to recognize that the global economy is one driven not by the aging West from the Europe and the US, but one which is driven from China. So it makes perfect sense